Drew. You're off tomorrow, right?
Yep, I booked it off. I wanted an extra day to prep before the trip. I kind of left the packing to the last minute again.
Wait, you're still going on the trip? I thought we agreed to cancel it.
What? No way. I've been looking forward to this for ages now. Why would I cancel?
But I thought we agreed to put it off. I can't do anything by myself while I'm stuck in this wheelchair. I'm not used to this. You said you were going to help me. Who is going to take me to my appointment in a few days?
Oh, yeah, I remember something like that. Can't you just get a taxi or something? Why does this have to be my problem? I can't ruin all my plans for this one appointment. That's not fair.
I'm not trying to make this your problem, but I do need your help. You can't just leave me behind on our trip because of the accident. Are you really going to do all that stuff without me?
But I already took the time off from work. Not to mention, it's too close to get a refund now. My deposit would be wasted. But if you just stay home, then I won't lose any of that. We can't let this ruin my vacation.
But who is going to help me get to the hospital? You promised you'd be there for me.
I didn't agree to stay. I said I could help while I was there. You just decided yourself that I would stay home. I never promised anything. Look, I already paid for the plane ticket and the hotel. What's the point of wasting that? And my family will get mad at me if I don't show up.
I don't remember anything about your family coming too. I thought this was just the two of us. I wanted our honeymoon to be special. Why were they coming along?
Relax, it was just going to be my mom and dad. The hotel I booked offered a discount if I bought 2 rooms at the same time. So I asked them if they wanted to come too. Is that a problem?
I mean, sort of, yeah. You didn't tell me about this. I don't know if I'm comfortable spending our honeymoon with your parents. I still don't know them very well. Don't you think it would have been awkward with them around?
Nah, they'd be busy keeping my sister company. Oh, yeah, my sister wanted to come along too. She was so excited. She's never been to London before. I could hardly say no. And her husband offered to watch the younger one, so I said it was fine.
She was excited about our trip? I mean, I guess if it makes her happy.
It did. She was very happy. You don't sound too thrilled, though. Is there something wrong with that?
It's not wrong, but I just feel like this wasn't even for us. I can't even go anymore now that I'm stuck in this thing. Who knows when I'll be able to walk again? It's like this was just a family trip and I was tagging along.
Yeah, don't be so dramatic. It's nothing that's going to be permanent, right? You just fell down the stairs. I'm sure you'll get over it eventually. You didn't even fall that hard. Not my fault you're clumsy.
I'm not clumsy. I didn't just accidentally fall, you know. Were you even paying attention to what happened?
No, I wasn't paying attention. I didn't exactly expect you to tumble down like that. You're lucky I was there to help you. You're taking this too far. I'm not blaming you for the accident, but it's not my fault that you can't move. If you can't come, you can't come. That's it. Look, even if you can't come in person, you can still enjoy it. We can text you every day. I can bring you some British snacks and gifts back. And while I'm gone, you can enjoy some time alone.
What, so I'm stuck house sitting while you run off to another country?
No, I didn't mean it like that. It's not house sitting. I'm just trying to do what's best for everyone.
Everyone but me? You're prioritizing your family yet again. You're just trying to keep me out of the way because it's easier. Do your parents know about this? What about your sister? Is she fine with abandoning me?
Why are you being so rude about this? You're freaking me out. Calm down.
I have a right to be upset. We're married. You're supposed to stay by my side. But you're acting like you can just leave me whenever you want. If you want to be just friends, you can say it.
What? Wait, are you trying to friend zone me? What is going on with you? Did you hit your head on the way down?
Just go ahead. Have fun on our trip by yourself, Drew.
Ah, sweet. You're not mad at me?
Just do what you want.
I'll take that as a yes. That's great. Thanks for finally understanding. Do you mind taking care of things while we're gone? Nothing major, but my family has some packages arriving that need to be brought in. And don't forget to feed Fluffy. He'll throw a tantrum if he misses even one meal.
What part of this is sweet? No, I didn't say yes. I said you can do whatever you want, but I'm not going to be happy about it. I thought you said your sister's husband was going to take care of things. How do you expect me to get to their house? I can't drive right now. I can't even get to the hospital. Your parents' house is 30 minutes away.
It's nothing hard, I told you. Just the simple stuff. They've got a lightweight vacuum and the mail shouldn't be too heavy. I think you can handle it. You're handling our housework fine, so it's no different, right?
It's not the housework that's the problem. Are you listening to me? I can't get out of the house, Drew. How do you want me to get over there? And I don't even know your parents that well. I can't just go into a stranger's house while they're gone. Isn't it going to be locked?
They're not strangers. Just because you don't know each other well yet, we're still family now. And they keep a spare key under the mat, so you can get it.
That's not the point. Physically, I cannot get out of this house. I can't even get to the key, Drew. Listen to me.
Get a taxi. Most have wheelchair lifts now if you just ask. You're gonna get to the hospital somehow. Just do that for my parents too.
No, I told you I couldn't get to the hospital. That's why you were supposed to help me. I get that I can't go on this trip. And although I'm upset you're still going, you can't expect me to take care of everything in this condition.
You can't just leave Fluffy alone for a week. My mother treats that cat like a son. She'd be so upset if he went hungry. We can leave food out, but if he eats it all too soon, he'll starve. He needs his water changed too.
I literally can't go near your mother's cat without breaking out in a rash. You know I get a bad reaction from her fur.
Yeah, but it's not that bad, right? It's only for a little bit. It's not a deadly allergy or anything.
I will quite literally die if I'm alone with that cat, and you know that. Don't you remember last time? Just being in the same room as her triggered an asthma attack. I could barely breathe. My father made me promise not to go over there after that. He nearly had a heart attack when I fell over. I was stuck in the hospital for a week after that.
It wasn't the cat's fault your asthma acted up. It was just a coincidence. Cat fur can't do that to you. Sure, your dad was scared, but you weren't in any danger. If I didn't know, I would have thought you were just going down to tie your shoes or something.
You're right, it wasn't the asthma attack. And it wasn't the asthma that caused me to fall down the stairs either, right? Then how do you explain what happened to me? The doctor told us it was the cat. Do you think you know better than a professional? She told both of us together that I can't go near them anymore.
I know.
She said I couldn't be in a small space with the cat. I probably got the reaction after your sister locked me in the bathroom with it. And it's not your sister's fault. I'm not blaming her. She had no idea. But that is what caused it.
Are we sure, though? I mean, the doctor wasn't there. It could have been something else. Are you still holding a grudge about all of that? It was an accident. My sister's just careless like that.
I know it was a mistake, but I was stuck in there for a long time. Because I can't help but feel a little suspicious, yes. Who leaves a chair right in front of the door like that just to clean under it? And she threw the cat in there to keep it out the way. How did she not hear me?
All right, chill. She didn't mean to do that to you. She was just trying to mess around. How are we supposed to know you'd react like that?
Oh, so the story has changed now, huh? She did know I was in there. That's not what you told my father when he found me.
We already apologized for taking things too far and for messing things up. What more do you want from us? There was a lot of people over at the time. We didn't notice you were missing for a bit, that's all.
You did apologize, I'll give you that. But that doesn't really fix anything. You can say sorry all you want, but you still upset my father and hurt me. He still doesn't trust you. He keeps telling me marriage wasn't a good idea. I can't help but feel like you just apologized so I'd get off your back. You didn't look like you meant it at all.
It was a long time ago. I can't remember what I was thinking, but I can tell you right now that I am sorry for what I did. I can't change the past. My mother agrees too. She said holding on to things that happened does nothing. We need to focus on what's going on now.
Are you showing your mother our texts? All right, I'll think about what's going on right now then. We got off track anyway. This was about the trip.
Oh, thank you so much, sweetheart. I knew you'd calm down. You could never stay mad at me. I love you. Yo, where you at? I thought you couldn't get out of the house.
I'm going home.
What? Are you having dinner with your parents or something? You should have said so I could come too. Did someone pick you up?
My mother came to get me. I told her about my appointment on Monday, and luckily she offered to help. She came and got me right away. There's not any food at the house since I haven't gone grocery shopping this week. Why don't you go visit your parents too? You're all going to the airport tomorrow anyway.
Yeah, that's true. You should have told me though. I'm starving. I'm used to you cooking something for me, so I didn't even pick anything up on the way home. But I do have to pack some stuff still, so that's a good idea.
Sorry for not telling you. I wasn't planning on it. We kind of just decided on the spot. But I assumed you weren't coming home tonight anyway, so I thought it was fine.
Oh, cool. If your mother's helping you out, think she can help with Fluffy too? That would be a lifesaver. My mother's acting like she's gonna die without us around. I wanted us to pack together to spend some time with each other before I leave. But I can do it myself if it's easier. I'll let my mom know Fluffy's taken care of.
I'm not even going on the trip. What would I be packing?
I didn't want to do it alone. My mom always does this stuff for me. I booked the trip, so it was only fair I shouldn't have to pack all the bags too.
Cool. Well, then ask her to do it again.
You're right. I'm gonna do that. All right, I'm gonna head out to see my mom now. They said they already did their packing, so she was fine with doing mine too. She said she could make me dinner too, so I have something to eat tonight. It's been so long since I've had my mother's cooking. Oh, I hope it's as good as I remember it.
Sounds good. Have a nice time.
Hey, what did you do? Your dad just showed up with some random dude saying they were here to see Fluffy.
Is that a problem? I thought a pet sitter was a nice compromise.
And who's gonna pay for it? They're super expensive. Are you planning on paying him?
I couldn't get over there every day. What else was I supposed to do? He's not charging that much. And he said he could do the cleaning and stuff too. I let him know about the mail.
You can't just bring random people to the house while we're gone. I am not paying for that. You could have done it yourself for free. And why did your dad show up with him? He couldn't have done it himself?
I wasn't just gonna let someone come into your house alone. I can't go and meet him myself, so my dad offered to show him around. They met outside and then he's gonna show him what he needs to do. And I made sure he came over before you left so that you could meet him. It's not easy finding a last-minute pet sitter, you know?
You should have told us first. What were you thinking? Are you trying to get back at me?
Get back at you for what? I'm helping you with your trip. And what would I say to your parents? They're not gonna care. He's taking care of everything.
You're upset because I'm leaving you behind. Great, another thing you're gonna hold a grudge over. It's your fault that you don't want to come.
I'm not doing this out of spite. I did want to come. I just can't like this. I was just trying to help. I'm not sure what you're so upset about. I don't want to go to your parents' house by myself. What if something happens to me again? I got stuck in the hospital because of that joke only 2 weeks ago. I'm not comfortable going there myself right now.
Okay, but it's not my fault you can't come then. We'd all lose our money if I stayed home. We talked about this. Don't punish me for trying to save our money. Can you stop sulking and just tell this dude to go away?
Then the pet sitter is perfect. You won't lose your money because you can go and someone is here to take care of things. Besides, he isn't charging that much. He's trying to get volunteer hours for a school project. So he's mostly helping out for free.
Oh, really? You could have said that from the start. But it's still weird to bring a stranger in while we're gone. What if he steals our stuff?
No, he's not going to steal anything. He's the only person who's going to be there, so it wouldn't be hard to find who did it.
Whatever, if your dad is going to be there every time. I'm not really sure how I feel about your dad going through my parents' house while we're gone.
Of course not. That's why we're hiring the pet sitter. My dad is going to drop by our house to do some stuff for me, though. Laundry, etc.
You're only at the hospital tomorrow. He can come while you're there, but why can't you just pick it up when you get back? I don't need to be stressing about this while on vacation.
Stressed? Stressed about what? About my dad doing the laundry?
I don't know your dad at all, though. I'm not comfortable with him being around my stuff, especially on my honeymoon.
Finally! At least you can understand that. How do you think I felt about your parents joining us on our honeymoon? Anyway, it's not even a honeymoon if the wife isn't going, is it? Anyway, I bought that house so I can decide if my own father comes in or not. Plus, he helped me put the deposit down so he can definitely go in.
No, he can't. Just because you pay for it, I live there too, you know? I don't want him in our house.
I get that, but can't you understand that we have no other choice? I can't magically fix myself. You're not even going to be here, so what's stressing you out? I'll handle it while you're gone. You pushed me on this, so suddenly I have no other options.
I didn't push it on you. It just happened this way. I didn't push you. It's just more logical we do it ourselves, you know?
Logical? What part is more logical? I can't leave the house by myself. You won't be here, and it's cheaper than paying someone to help me get over there. What do you suggest then? I can't even go shopping right now. I really need some help. My dad is going to be at the house just a bit, and the pet sitter will take care of Fluffy at your mom and dad's place. Easy peasy. I have no idea what your problem is here.
Look, I'll explain later. The plane is boarding now. I gotta get in line. We'll talk when I land. My manager is trying to call me. He said he's got family matters and needs me to come back to cover for him. But I'm already over here. It's probably fine if I just don't open it and pretend I didn't see it, right? I don't really want to talk to him right now.
I don't think that's a good idea. Even if you're not going in, you should probably at least give him an answer. If he's calling you that much, it might be important, you know? What if he's had an emergency?
Yeah, I guess so, but I'm on vacation. I can't be expected to be on call 24/7. I want to relax. If I feel like it, I'll let him know once I get to the hotel. I'm grabbing my luggage right now before we head out.
Okay, make sure you call him as soon as you get your room then.
My boss left a voicemail and really told me off for going on this trip. He said that I took time off for my honeymoon, but since you didn't come, he says I'm lying. I'm trying to explain to him that it just had to change last minute, but he won't listen to me. How did he even find this out? Did you tell him?
You haven't talked to him yet? You must be at the hotel by now, right? I talked to one of my friends about it. Now that I think about it, they are friends with your boss. But I didn't say anything directly to him. I don't even have his contact details. I don't even know his name.
What? Why are you telling people about this? What friend is this?
It's my manager. They used to work together, apparently. I called to let her know about the situation. She wanted me to update her after the appointment so she knows when I can come back. For now, we're going to continue this remote working setup we've got. That way I can at least have some income.
Why are you worrying about work so much? You should be focusing on recovering right now. Get some rest.
It's not difficult work or anything, so I'll be okay. I did tell her I was trying to rest, but since I handle everything from the personnel department, they can't really function without me, and no one else there knows how to do my job. I wanted to go remote sooner or later anyway, might as well start now. My manager is in charge of a bunch of different departments, so she can't take over for me right now. She's too busy. I'm lucky she was understanding and let me keep my job.
But you're hurt. It'll only get worse if you don't rest. Why didn't you tell me? Have you been working this whole time?
Yes, I did tell you. I'm pretty sure I let you know the first day I switched over. Were you not paying attention? You're not even using PTO for this trip, so I figured we should have some kind of income while we're gone since I can't even go.
I guess I didn't think about it. My boss is really mad, though. I don't know what to do. I can't fly back from London by tomorrow morning. He said that he's not approving my time off because I lied. And that if I don't come back, then he's gonna mark me as a no-show. And I don't have any vacation hours left, so he won't let me use that either.
I mean, you have taken a lot of time off. Not at once, but something always comes up. You called out when your sister needed a ride to the hospital, when she had a fever, anytime she felt ill, really. And anytime you felt bad, you'd just call out and just use your vacation hours. Even when you had a headache or something like that. So I'm not surprised you used it all up. You call out more than you work.
Well, that's not my fault. I didn't ask for my sister to get sick, and she couldn't help it. If my family needs help, I'm putting them first. Everyone knows that's what you're supposed to do.
Everyone knows you should put your family first. If they're actually in trouble. If she really was sick like that, she needs to take care of herself. Besides, the rest of your family could have done it. Let her boyfriends take care of her.
What are you talking about?
We both know your sister is seeing someone on the side. There's no way you don't know about this, right? She's not exactly good at hiding it.
What? No, she hasn't. She's not like that.
Why do you think she got mad at me in the first place? You don't think it was odd she just decided to play a prank suddenly? Well, you said it was an accident first, so I guess I don't know which was the lie she used.
I seriously don't know what you're talking about. She just wanted to do something funny, didn't she?
I caught her a few weeks ago when I was leaving from work. She was with some random dude I've never seen before. That's why she got so upset with me in the first place. And why I don't entirely believe it was an accident. She probably noticed me and wanted to shut me up.
What the hell? I swear she just told me that she wanted to mess around with you. I never heard anything about a secret relationship. Why would she do this?
I never said anything to her, but she must have known. She was probably worried I was going to tell you, or maybe that I already had. So I think she needed a new way to get me out of the picture. I honestly didn't think she'd do it either, which is why I still have a hard time believing it. But there's no other way I can look at this.
No, she couldn't do something like that. She just wanted to see you. She really likes you. She's never said anything different. Why would she hurt you just because you saw her cheating?
She cares about her image more than me or her husband. She was willing to hurt, even kill me just to protect herself. And you do too, apparently. Why are you defending her?
I'm not defending her. I just don't understand. I just want everyone to get along. I can't bear to see everyone fighting.
So you're believing your sister over me. You're not worried at all that she tried to hurt me really badly like that? You'd rather see me hurt than ruin your perfect little family.
Why are you getting so defensive at me? I've never seen her act like this, that's all. I'm just wondering if maybe there was a misunderstanding. I want to talk to her too. Maybe she really didn't mean it. I'm gonna talk to her and sort this out. I'll deal with my boss later. I want to know what she was trying to do.
That's a good idea. Have a nice long talk to her. Even if all she's gonna give you is excuses.
I can't believe this. I talked with her for a long time trying to get all the details. You were lying. She's furious that you would even accuse her of something like this. Once we get home, we're all gonna meet up at my parents' place. Can you meet us there? We need to talk this out.
No, I can't go there because of the cat.
Oh, yeah.
Just tell me what she said.
There's no way she really wanted you dead. I asked her as blunt as I could if she was cheating on her husband. She said she'd never even thought of doing something like that. She was so upset that I asked her. I asked her about the cat too. She said she had no idea you were in danger. Cat allergies are common, but they're never severe like that. She probably just thought you got a stuffy nose or something. You really freaked me out. Thank God it was just a misunderstanding.
Ah, I see. So you're believing her over me yet again.
I just can't find anything I should be suspicious about in the first place. I'd believe you if there was any evidence, but I couldn't see her lying about something like this.
Evidence? You didn't ask earlier, but I do actually have some evidence. I got a picture of them together. Is that enough evidence?
What? If you had something like that, you would have told me earlier.
I've got a recording of some of their conversation too. I wasn't trying to record them even, it just happened.
What? What are you talking about?
On my way to work, I was talking to a customer trying to explain some of our new policies. Most of our phone calls are recorded just in case we need them later and for legal reasons. It's faint, but if you listen, you can hear the two lovebirds talking during my call. The picture was an accident too. The client was actually a real estate agent, and they needed some pictures of the apartment building we were discussing. You can see her and her boy toy standing on the balcony drinking coffee. I didn't even notice at first, but I couldn't believe it when I finally did.
It must have been someone else. My sister owns a house. She doesn't live in an apartment.
I didn't say it was her place. Anyway, after I noticed her in the pictures, I went back to the building and asked about the person in that apartment. There was a package at the front desk for that apartment with the random dude's name on it. It wasn't closed properly. I think it got damaged in the mail. So I took a peek inside to get to the bottom of things. It was a watch with a note from your sister. It talked about how unbearable it was to be away from him and yada yada. There's a lot of things I can't even say out loud that I read. I'll let you hear the voice recording if you don't believe me. If we're meeting up at your house still, we can all listen to it if you'd like.
No, wait. Don't do that. Please, just give me a minute. I'm gonna talk to her again. I'm just sure it's another misunderstanding.
Knock yourself out.
I'm sorry, that took a lot longer than expected. There was a lot of stuff going on. I'm on my way home right now.
What happened?
I called her and I asked her about what you said. She told me she had no idea what you were talking about. She's never even written a letter. But while I was trying to figure it out, my boss called me. I told him to wait, but then a bunch of my coworkers were messaging me too. They wanted to know why my boss was going off about me running off without permission. And some were asking me why you didn't come with me. I got overwhelmed. Apparently, something happened with my sister at work too.
Oh yeah, I forgot you guys work at the same place. Rumors kind of spread like wildfires around here. Some of my coworkers moved to your department a while back. I still keep in touch with them. They must have spread the word.
But I had no idea that the vacation was going to get changed like this. Some of them were saying that I'm trying to mooch off of you and stop working. My manager was so mad, he was screaming through the phone. I could barely understand him. Oh, am I going to lose my job? What are we going to do?
Are you not going to talk about what happened with your sister? Did you talk to her after all this?
I did talk to her again after that. We figured it out.
And what did you find?
My mom told me it's true. She said that she knew what she was doing, but just hadn't mentioned it.
Mother's intuition, I guess. I'm not surprised. It's not hard to tell when your kid's hiding something from you. And she's a terrible liar anyway. There's no way anyone couldn't have noticed.
I had no idea. Maybe I'm just naive. My sister was assuring me that it was just a misunderstanding. But when I brought up the evidence, she suddenly panicked. She couldn't get her story straight. She looked terrified.
Your sister really is a bad liar, huh? She must have run out of excuses. You still want to meet to have a family chat about this? As long as it's not at your parents' house, I'm down for it if you are.
No, I don't think that's really necessary. Besides, my sister is absolutely livid. I don't know what she's gonna do if she sees you.
Why would I care? I'm still at my parents'. If you haven't forgotten, I can't exactly move quickly right now. My dad is still pretty spry, though. He can defend me if I need it. Anyway, I have some things I want to say to everyone. I've had a lot of time alone to think about this. If we're not going to meet up today, that's fine. But I still need to talk with you about our future.
What? What about our future? Are you upset with me? Are you leaving?
Yes, I am. You haven't been here to support me at all. And I can never trust your family again. I know you won't cut them off. You'll always take their side. So I realized I can't be happy staying a part of your family. So I'm doing what's best for me and leaving.
Wait a minute. Nancy, wait!
Me and Drew have officially split up. Although he didn't accept it right away, when he got home, he came right over to my parents' house to see me. He begged my mother to let him in. He told me he never wanted to see his sister again and that he'd rather lose her than me. He promised that I'd never have to even see his family again. My mother didn't buy it. She scoffed at him and told him to save his energy on something more useful because she didn't believe a word that he said. His manager talked to him about it too. They were appalled that he'd gone on a honeymoon without me. They said they didn't want someone like that in their company. So I don't see him climbing any higher up the corporate ladder anytime soon. I ended up making a full recovery, no permanent injuries. And I was able to return to work pretty quickly. Because of my dedication despite my condition, my manager brought it up to the higher-ups and even got me a promotion. I still have a lot of vacation time I haven't used. I lose some of it if I don't use it by the end of the year, so I decided I'm going to use all of it to take my own parents on a family trip of our own. We all deserve the break. Thanks for watching. If you liked our story, remember to like the video and share with your friends. For more content like this, you can visit and subscribe to our channel.